Socialism! Save the insurance companies! Outrage! Why, yes, I do watch Fox News. How did you guess?
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
So let me start out by telling you where I am on health reform. I think it's one of the most important issues facing the country, and it's a moral issue. This country has a moral obligation to its citizens to ensure that they have access to primary care, that people's health insurance is portable. This strengthens the fabric of society. But all this said, I'm not necessarily of the mind that it has to be done right this moment. It has to be done right. And I also think that all of this is going to involve more sacrifice than the Democrats have led on. The haves are going to have to sacrifice something for the benefit of the have-nots. Now, that's not necessarily a bug. Other presidents like Kennedy have successfully sold the public on the idea of sacrifice for the greater good.
Part of the question is whether all Americans are to be afforded equal rights.
But it's like Obama has decided that this is political suicide, that he can't do this because Americans want something for nothing. Unfortunately, I suspect he might be right. So, okay, I have my concerns about health care reform, but all of these things are matters for calm, rational debate, which is pretty much exactly the opposite of what the Teabag crowd has been doing at public meetings across the country this summer. The teabaggers, egged on by insurance industry shills and conservative ideologues, have been showing up at meetings hosted by Democratic congressmen to vent their outrage at the mere idea of health care reform. And we see the same scene time and time again. A group of curious, legitimate citizens show up to discuss the issues, but they get drowned out by the right-wing guerrilla theater, all the wailing and the shrieking and the howling designed not to illuminate the issues, but to obscure the issues and to shut down discussion of them entirely.
Wrong!
This is what your democracy has turned into. Corporate-sponsored, unthinking outrage! It's the inevitable byproduct of the Hannity fever swamps and the corporate interests looking to protect their hegemony. And as noted, the hell of it is, the problem is that we do have to talk about health care reform. There needs to be an honest debate in this country because almost everyone would agree that the system is broken. And so the question is, how are you going to fix it? What are you going to do? But see, this is the problem. The teabaggers and the people behind them who are ginning up these protests don't want there to be a debate because if there was one, they know that they would lose it. So their idea is to shriek and be outraged and shut the debate down completely. Turn off your brain and shriek. To these people, that's the American way, which might be why America's got such big trouble in the first place.
Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house?
I'm a doctor.